what it asks me every time I open it up. And like basically it either wants me to import settings from Twitch Studio, which doesn't exist anymore, which wouldn't be valid for my stuff anyway for how I've customized this, or I can have a blank start. So that's how I consider it to be broken, like well and truly broken as. So that's what it was doing. It was every time I opened it, it was like, hey, let's get you set up. Because like, I don't know who the fuck you are and how you're going to use this program, but we'll sort it out. And I'm like, please stop. Like, I just want to use my shit. I actually don't think I'm going to need 4 air conditioners down here. Like, we'll see. I kind of want to move that down to bottom one and get rid of this one. Is that headbats? One day we'll get there. Maybe. The other thing too is I also have to be comfortable with it too, because like there was a period of time where like as soon as I added my Kitty Venus avatar, I had a lot of people being like wanting to like nibble on or touch things, and I'm like, I'm not okay with that. So like it's also up to a comfort level as well, because I don't want, like, if anybody was to ever actually encounter me in person, I don't want somebody to come up to me and be like head pats or something like that, or like yeet something at me, because like sometimes people just don't understand reality and will like do that. I'm not saying that like anybody's ever going to like meet me in person to begin with, but I'm just saying like on the odd chance that somebody like figures out my voice match to in-person me, I don't want that shit to happen, you know. What's to say? I know it's completely different software. Just thought you might find it amusing. A big brain time. Yeah, no, it's literally, I think it's Tits that works with the VTuber. I don't know what the software is. I can't remember what the hell it is off the top of my head. It's like VTube Studio, I think, that works with it. But I don't think it works with the... It does work with the PNG tuber, but I have to open everything in a set order every single time I open my stuff to stream for it to work, or otherwise it doesn't work. And then most people aren't going to understand that, so they're just going to be like, oh, it's broken, and complain about it. And I'm like, I literally can't do anything unless I close everything, stop stream, and start again, kind of thing. So kind of how that works. It's a little too frustrating at the moment for me to deal with that, you know. It's further to Beza, wagging tail. No. I'm gonna have to move my electricity over here too. I want it to kind of come in at this edge, maybe. It's fine where it is for a moment, but I need this to connect up properly. Also headbats. No, run away. Well, hydrate. I will hydrate off it. Welcome in. Throw a random piece of cheese at Yillamau. Already imagine it. So I don't mind like the cheese slap one, like with the throwing stuff at people. Like I've seen it where it gets stuck in like the avatar's hair and stuff, like a heap of them like wiggle around at the hair, and I think that's really funny. But like, yeah, if I was gonna like sit down and invest in the time to like set up something like that, I'd want to do that shit properly. Thank you for the hydrate and the stretch too. I'm just trying to make sure that they're moving all this stuff out of here, because like the last thing I want is getting a heap of animals in somewhere where I don't want them to be, you know. There's very different context. Can't say I've gone around head patting my friends IRL at random. I don't know. Thing is, I'm not really one for much of like, I don't know. Is that stuck open? Or is it just like everybody's walking through here all the time? I'm waiting to see this door shut, because there we go. Okay, I've never actually seen the door shut since I've moved the doors, so I wanted to see that. Yeah, I don't know. I've had friends that are like very huggy and all sorts of stuff, and I'm just not very big on like personal contact, especially being like an OCD and hygiene, like, you know, person. So it kind of like isn't really my deal. Same with like, I don't like handshakes. I don't know. I just don't like having to touch other people or being touched by other people. Like, it's just not me. So, yeah, I could see that being something where, like, I don't want to incite, like, people to be physical, where I would not want that in person, you know? That's sort of more so how I see it, is like, I don't assume I'm ever gonna meet anybody in person but on the off chance, I don't want somebody to be like, their natural first reaction is to do that. Because that's what they would do if like I was streaming. But yeah, I don't know. I also don't really go to many conventions either, so I don't know how people are in person with this kind of stuff, but I assume it happens, you know? This is Courtier. Hello. Yeah, no, it's good you managed to catch another stream. Like I said, I wasn't streaming last week, so you didn't miss anything then, but this week, everything's been like, I'm back at it. By the way, there's no internet tomorrow night, so I can't stream tomorrow night. It's down for maintenance, so I wanted to just like come back and do full streams, full week and stuff like that again, but I don't fucking get a chance because my internet provider's like, we're doing maintenance, whether you like it or not, during the hours specifically that you stream. I'm like, I even spoke to Nick, I'm like, is there any way we can change the hours in which they like do maintenance on our internet? And he's like, not if it's like in the general area. You don't get a say in that. I'm like, fucking hell. Of course that's how it works. But yeah. So I mean, we'll have like Thursdays Diablo at least back. That's going to be fun because it's been a fortnight since I got to play around with that. Everyone's Elvet, tackle, hugs, wagging Tarpley. No. Falls down on floor hugging. Yeah. Poor Vikings like getting in there. I'm so happily smiling, having lots of energy. If Viking... I know Viking had a coffee yesterday. He's been like eyeing up the snow today, so he's probably got like all the energy in the world. Alright, these are finally made, so I can finally open that out, which is great. Oh, see, me neither. Happy to see you energetic. Sven just came back from heavy PE class. Jesus. Yeah, that's a bit of an effort. Never initiate that randomly with someone who isn't close family. Yeah, but the thing is, like, there's a lot of people out there that understand and respect, right? Personal space and all sorts of stuff, but there's a lot of people out there that don't think about things like this at all, point blank. And they're more so the ones that I'm trying to safeguard against. That's the logic. It's not the ones that would respect personal space that I'm worried about, it's the others that wouldn't. Serious pain. What do you got serious pain from? If they're having a tantrum, so there's nothing I could do with that. Oh man. Continuous hugging Elbert, wagging Tarpley. No. You could maybe not break the jade thing. Mind you, we did get a bit more jade, so we can repair that at least, or replace it. And if they break something important, they might snap out of the tantrum, maybe. I just want to see if she snaps out. It's like, yeah, cool. She's going to snap out of it. That's fine. I don't mind that. So I was watching the VOD from yesterday's 7-day stream. Maybe want to try out the game again. Booted it up and generated a map, but my brain got sunlocked. It was just unlocked the moment I had to make a choice on which freebie starter kit the trader would give me. Oh man. Yeah, like I said, I saw your message before I went live, but I didn't get a chance to like respond to it. But yeah, the chess table would be fine. Yeah, the 7 days to die, there's a lot that's changed. There's the trader system thing that's changed. They've got now like the rewards, you don't get as much rewards, you don't get as good quality rewards. Like if you're like your hunger and thirst is less, so you don't get as long to survive. A lot of people could probably survive up to 4 days without any issues, but now that's not a choice. There's a few other things. There's armor. You don't get like random clothes anymore that you can like dress your character to look a certain way. You gotta wear like the specific outfits and stuff. There's a lot that's changed. Also, as for the city thing, I think I saw your message with something about like the cities were kind of like bricking your computer. And the only thing I can think of with that is that they actually optimized the cities recently. So it's actually not supposed to be as bad because the game can run also on consoles. I can do a trade with you guys. Yeah, the game's supposed to also run on consoles, so it's supposed to be better. But, like, I haven't really gone into a downtown. I don't really get too bad with downtown, but depending on how difficult you've got it set to, like, it could be nuts. I just want to grab somebody that can do a conversation with this. Corpse you'll do. I just want to see if you guys will have much that I can trade for you. Yeah, go trade with them. We'll see. Scratches, ruffles, back, hugging. No. Happily receive scratches and ruffles. Decision paralysis, my love. Oh, what? The, oh yeah, the choices. Look, sometimes I've had to choose like the shittiest thing, like a baked potato just to feed my person. Because I don't need ammo yet, because I don't have a gun or something like that, you know? And it's frustrating because I'm like, I know I need it, but I don't need it that much yet, kind of thing. And it's kind of frustrating in that way. I hope they make some better statues soon, because I've only got like a couple here. Is that steel? They can break that. But yeah, I'm going to put a couple of the statues around here so maybe they feel more inspired or happier while they're working. I've already got one big sculpture. They'll do for now. But yeah, you probably would have seen me like squeak and jump at like the first fucking zombie within like 5 minutes into playing. I was like so easily spooked because I'm like, I don't know how gentle I have to go with my game because like it's been a fortnight since I played. And I remember like 7 days has been quite difficult lately in general. So I figured it was going to be kind of bad. You know. I actually don't know if I should make these straw matting. I probably should. Let's make this all straw matting in here. Because that way if I have an animal come in here, I'll wait for them to finish that. Let's get this going though. Cities were super laggy for me when I was trying Alpha 20. Yeah. Well, they're supposed to be better now. Like, an infestation is still going to be absolute, like, terrible for you probably. But, still. It shouldn't be as bad because it's optimized for the consoles now. You've got some food, you've got some components, you've got some medicine. I don't want your barrel. I've got some shitty guns. I got a lot of clothes. How do you feel about clothes? Give you all the clothes so that I get all this shit for free and I get your money. I haven't had many traders actually come in the last week or two since I have like stopped calling for them as well. It's a little much. Still a little bit much. Would you have anything else for sale? Like, yeah, no gold or anything like that? Alright. Now, I could probably do like that instead. Not that much better. Kind of need you to have something that's actually like a higher value. Hold up. Need like something like that. Not quite 38. That's so close. Need two. That's close enough. There we go. You can take that. That will work for me. We've almost got the kitchen fixed up. What's this? They run much better now. Telsos wagging falls asleep. Albert's side. No. Wyken's fallen back asleep. At least we've got like heaps of food. Like it looks like we've got heaps of food, but honestly it fits on like one of these normally. So it'd be fine. He's got creativity. I don't remember the name of the difficulty setting I'm playing, but it's the third hardest. So there's I don't remember what the easiest one is. There's like a really easy one. There's Adventurer. There's Warrior. I think Nomad. And Insane. I think they're the difficulties. I can't remember because they keep fucking changing them slightly. Scavenger. Yeah, Scavenger is the first one. Then Adventurer. And then I think it's Warrior because I did Warrior difficulty was slightly difficulter than Adventurer. Then I think there's Nomad and then Insane. But I can't remember if Nomad still exists now because they changed it. Like Adventurer is slightly harder because I was on Warrior difficulty last time and I'm on Adventurer now. Adventurer seems difficult and I don't know why. It could just be because I've got Feral Sense on all the time, but I'm not 100% certain about that. It could be. Who knows? What else is there? This is so me. What the decision paralysis of it? I think it was actually hard drives streaming that was the issue. There's a load of stuff from the slow hard drive and the main thread would hang until it was done instead of seamlessly streaming it in the background. It hasn't been lagging as I move around towns, at least not yet. Yeah, I don't know. The only time I really got really bad lag in 7 Days to Die, there's 2 times. I get lag when a horde instantly spawns in. It always gives me a heads up that a horde is coming. And the other time is too deep infestation. Yes, I want an infestation. Give me that fucking bug meat. Right, hold up. Oh, this is fantastic. This is beautiful. The other time I get like too much lag in 7 Days to Die is when I do like a tier 6 infestation run, and then obviously I get lag because I have a lot of zombies in a very small area. It's usually like the wastelands area that does it the worst for me, which is fair. Oh, this is gonna be so great. So much bug meat. I'm not gonna wake up anybody in there, but I've been hoping for this ever since I started digging. I really did. That's why I compacted them all together. I wanted this stuff to happen. What else did I miss? Med does exist, pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it still exists. If I find myself stuck in choosing options that all look good, I decide by throwing a dice. I decide by the eeny, meeny, miny, mo method still. I find it's pretty useful. I find it helps. We should be good with this. I shouldn't need to bring in any animals. The only thing I want to check is which cat are you? You're none of the important cats. Alright. None of them are what's-her-face, I don't think. Felicia, I'm not sure where you think you're going to go, but you can come stand with us. I haven't got everybody like grouped up here, and the funniest thing is I've got extra... Don't attack the fucking calf. I don't have everybody in this area because, like, it's such a tight area. I don't need everybody, like, brought up at once. This will be fine, probably. As long as nobody else walks in. Psychic soothe at the same time. Fuck yeah, hold on, let's get that saved. I know that I've been avoiding, like, the psychic, like, the bad ones. The, ones that cause, like, insanity and shit. But only because, like, we've been, like, seriously struggling with food and, like, stuff as is. I don't need my entire colony to go rip. Sorry, you're not going wherever you think you're going. Lorna, you're not working on the thing. How about you go stand in the group? So play difficulty 6. But they've made all the difficulties generically harder a few years back for Felt Right. You two are a really bad spot there. I don't want to have everybody at attention here. I don't feel like I need my whole fucking colony at it. But still, like, you lot, if you could move up a bit, there should be enough of a group. Between these two, here we go. My thrombos are in the thick of it. So what is feral sense? It's a new thing, right? No, feral sense has been around for a few zombies. A few alphas. It's, basically, it makes it that your zombies in the game can tell where you are. Depending on, like, if you set it to nighttime, they can tell where you are at nighttime and they'll rush to you. If you set it to daytime, they'll know where you are and they'll follow you. If, you set it to daytime and nighttime, there's really nowhere you can go where the zombies won't automatically just get woken up by your presence. So I've got that on at the moment. It's just like an added difficulty, basically. That was fantastic. Let's make sure we hunt all of them. There we go. There's a red fox in the area too, so that was pretty good. What else is there? Yeah, a million zombies will create the lag for sure. It does. Especially if you get like a few screamers or you do Blood Moon in the Wastelands. That shit will absolutely rip. I've done that a few times just for like this pure XP. Like you set up a few good traps on like the bottom floor. You just like absolutely just let your zombies like build up and then you just mow them down with like a learning elixir on and it's great XP. But I don't know if you can still kind of do that anymore. I don't know if they're going to go kill the extra ones or not, but that was good. I needed meat and I guess extra leathers. So this kind of works for me. I've not heard of that before. It's just one of the settings when you're like setting up your game is you just kind of like can choose if you want feral sense on. It's kind of like in amongst like where you choose if you want your zombies to be able to run during the day or night and stuff, or like how fast you want them to run and whatnot. I never used to like mess with it at all. I never saw any point with it because I didn't know what it was initially. I'm like, oh, maybe it just like adds in more of the feral like glowing eye zombies sort of thing, but it doesn't. It just makes it that all the zombies can just tell where you are and will like move towards you sort of thing, you know. Psychic drones are hellish. Yeah, usually the psychic drone that I keep getting a choice of has been kind of like, at least when it's like all male or all female or something like that, like it absolutely just rips through my base. And it's a little bit too much stuff kind of thing. Like that was such a small group. That was not a problem. But the psychic soothe, my people could definitely do with being chilled for a while. Having like some time to be happy. Because like they were so unhappy for like basically like an in-game year. Which isn't really long, but still. It's a lot of time for them, you know. Basically they're all Blood Moon ability of permanent location knowledge. Yeah, basically they know where you are, like with Blood Moon. Like they'll just go to wherever you are, break down walls, like find their way to you as best possible and stuff. Sorry when I was setting up my save today, but I assumed it was only affect Blood Moon. Yeah, I kind of had the same kind of concept too with it towards Blood Moon, but it's not. It's just general gameplay, like regular everyday time stuff. I'm gonna left for now. Need to prepare physics class since we're temporarily switching to probability. Oh yeah. Well, no worries. I'll be here. Hopefully your class goes well later. Also, no stream tomorrow night because no internet. So just as a heads up. Good luck. I've probably enjoyed playing with that setting. Well, I find that different people do and don't like it. Like, I put it on once and I didn't tell my server group, and my server, like half my server group, refused to play until I removed it. Because like none of them wanted it. They just wanted, like during the daytime, they just wanted to be able to get around and do whatever. And I didn't know that it was like gonna be such an issue for them. So yeah, that was something. But then like after the fact, I don't know, like sometimes they want it on, sometimes they don't. Sometimes my group will absolutely refuse to play because it's on. Other times they don't care. It's really just like, I don't know. It's a case-by-case scenario type thing. I'm gonna put that down to about here, I think. The way shit doesn't get stuck in the door, it's like I don't accidentally put a crop there or something. But yeah, that's gonna help a little bit. But yeah, sometimes I want to play with it and my group don't. So I'll sometimes get less of them playing or less often, depending on what type of feral sense I've got. At the moment I've got it on day and night. I've also had it before where feral sense has like caused my zombies to run at like nightmare speed at nighttime before, and that was also another one because I didn't mention the one that I put feral sense on and I didn't mention to my server group was at night. So I was like, oh well, it's no different at nighttime, like we'll always go somewhere really safe like we always do. But there's a few server members that only just like make a hut on the ground, or like they'll only just sit like one story off the ground on like a vehicle or something like that that's boxed in or whatever, and that's usually safe enough for them, right? In this case, the zombies were so feral, they double stacked themselves and just climbed up onto where they were. And so they obviously died during the night, and they were trying to do like a nomadic kind of playthrough, and they were pissed. So yeah, obviously I kind of had to explain myself to them and like make it right by like removing the setting and stuff. And there was a bit of a conversation about like, obviously in the future, if this is going to be a thing, you're going to have to like mention and shit. I also need my people to stop going through here for like long enough to get a wall built. I guess I need like another door or something, like through here or whatever. I'm going to have to put a door here and then make it open or something, because I need them to stop going through here so I can build the fucking wall. If anything, it would make life simpler a lot of the time, since you can just forget about stealth and have all the zombies round themselves up for you. The other thing too is you got to remember with feral senses, you might be in the middle of a paddock and then you'll find that zombies are just slowly moving towards you. As you keep moving and you keep sort of walking along, you'll find that the zombies just continue to follow you. And that can sometimes be a little bit frustrating because, like, I don't know, it gets to a point where, like, you can't kind of, like, get away. I want all the lights in this area if I can. It just means, like, as you slowly keep walking away, they just keep following you, except there's more and more that just turn up. So it's not really bad, it's just that it can be kind of excessive sometimes, where, like, you just kind of, like, want to stop for a minute and, like, do something else, but there's still, like, a pack of zombies following you. I don't mind because I like the concept of the zombies being able to sort of tell where you are and sort of, like, moving towards you. It makes it more difficult for me. But, like, at times I like playing with it not on, but then when I don't have it on, I sometimes sit there and I'm like, oh man, I kind of miss that I don't have it on this time, you know? And it's, I don't know. I kind of just miss it when I don't have it set on. Also, I'm seeing a lot of fertile eggs in here, which is fantastic. I also kept the cats out of here too. So I've got 5 chicken eggs and I've got 5 duck eggs at least. So we might get enough fucking hens that we could probably produce enough meat and eggs for my various cats. Plus, if I leave them to keep breeding, we'll end up with, like, so fucking much extra meat. It'd be so worth it. That's fair. It's definitely forcing you to be vigilant always. You can't go AFK in that kind of scenario. You can, but only if you're actually safe. It's the difference. So, like, when I play and I'm not streaming, like, nighttime is just, like, fuck off and go to the toilet or get a drink or, like, chill out kind of time, right? So that's how it kind of always is. But you sort of can't do that. Like, you can, but you can't do that when you've got feral sense on, because you have to be up high enough that you don't have to worry about it. But on the other side, if I could just get this fucking light, if you can be up high enough where you don't have to worry about the zombies, it's kind of good as well, because I don't know, you know that you're safe enough. The only problem is, like, the zombies will kind of still swirl underneath you. Like, when I'm in my building, I often get zombies underneath me, and I don't want them. I'm just like, I'm trying to just have, like, a quiet night where I'm chilling out in my base, but all of a sudden I've just got, like, every possible zombie in the vicinity is now gargling in my house, and it's noisier. So if you leave your headset on when you, like, fuck off to do something, it can be quite noisy, you know. I want you guys to have a different color in here. It's more like maybe a blue. I sort of want this to be like a meat room. It's almost like a pink, but never normally go for, like, the reddishy colors, but I'll try it. We'll have green and we'll have blue. I don't know what's up with this corner. I don't know if that's just a lighting issue. I know, let's put an extra light here. Can I build that on this wall here? Come on. There we go. Super lit up. Is that yet cascade? When I first used to play back in the Spamcraft Tools days, yeah. We would queue up 500 tool crafts and then go AFK all night. See, I used to do a lot of like cooking and harvesting and all sorts of stuff. Like, I would build a lot of traps in my base, which I still do anyway. I'd build a lot of spikes, and then obviously if there was any noise, like having, say, food getting made, right, is I'd have all this food being made, which was attracting, like, screamers and other stuff, and they'd all die on my spikes or the electric vents. And so we'd collectively, as long as we were kind of around the base at night, we'd get so much XP from just hanging out. But now you can't get XP from spikes. Like, you can still get them from certain traps and stuff. These are sort of, oh, they're breaking down, they're rotten. What temperature we got in here? It's a 12 degrees. It's fine. Let's Let's rip through my air conditioner system. Get this like crispy cold. That's down to 30, 40. Yeah, let's make that 69s. Alright, that should chill the fuck out of that. I can make some like warm areas for animals and stuff in here. This will be fun. Yeah. And I'll make these probably like 3 dining rooms and fuck knows what. I don't know what I'm going to do with that, but, or that. But it'll be fine. I'll sort stuff out. I need that to be double width, actually. Now look at it. Yeah, I could take that up a bit. Yeah, I'm going to change this. Every time I do this, I change it again. Yeah, I don't know. We used to have like processors for nighttime and stuff. Like, it was literally just like a go and refresh yourself, kind of get up and walk around kind of thing. Always just was. Like, there's an aurora happening too. Nice. But, I don't know. Obviously, when I'm streaming, I don't stop. Because I don't know. I just can't be fucked doing like start-stop editing, stuff like that. I also know that like from this perspective of like watching and whatnot, it's kind of like, I don't know, I just stop and disappear for like an hour. It just feels like it's a weird concept. It's not an hour, but you know what I mean. I also don't want to lose these lights, so I'll just move them over for the minute.